Hey guys! Sorry,
Wow.
Marley. That was really loud. I scared everyone right now. Yep, scared everyone.
You did. Dee,
I'm
it's
so
okay,
sorry.
buddy.
We're gonna do
It's
take
all
two.
right.
We're gonna take two.
Oh my gosh.
Time out.
Sorry about that.
This is the last video, not last video, but last question.
Q&A.
Yes, Q&A of the year.
2019.
And the decade. This is the last Q&A of the decade. That's insane to say right there.
She's laughing at you.
I just want to take a quick second to say thank you so much to Huggy Special Delivery for sponsoring today's question and answer video.
Allie's feeding Remy right now.
Yeah.
So
Guys, we're still parents, okay?
we're gonna be,
Still have to
actually
do
that's
it.
what today's question and answer is. A lot of you guys have asked us many questions about our life and how it's changed now.
Since we've had Remy
Yeah, since
and-
we've had Remy and just life in general, you know, touring with Remy and stuff. So today, we're answering those questions. This is a very specific video that
Yes.
we've actually been wanting to do. We've asked you guys questions over the months. So we're just gonna get right into it. I just clapped, did he?
No, he didn't.
Okay,
forget.
go take three. What's the weirdest thing you have had to do as a parent? I think for me, the weirdest thing is picking her nose, like getting the boogers out of her nose.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
That's a weird one because it's not something you really think about.
I don't really think that there's something too weird that I've done. But I'd have to say for him, that would definitely be
The
right.
booger picking, for me. Have you all gotten to experience many diaper blowouts?
I think I should answer this question. It's really funny that this question was asked though, because just before we started filming this, I was coming home from an appointment today, and Remy had a small blowout in the car, unfortunately.
And don't forget about before we saw Santa Claus.
She had a little one yesterday too. Now that's not typical, it doesn't always happen like that, but I think it's because there's a full moon or something weird going on. But that also plays in part perfectly with today's sponsor, which is actually Huggies.
We got the Huggy Special Delivery diapers.
Listen, I have tried many different diapers. I know a lot of parents do this where they ask recommendations of what's your favorite diaper out there, and they try all those different recommendations. I have tried so many different brands out there, and I love the Huggy Special Delivery diapers. This diaper is actually a plant-based diaper, and it's the softest plant-based diaper out there. It is made with no harsh ingredients, which is like really important to Char and I when it comes to products for Remy. It's also free of parabens, fragrance, elemental chlorine. It is dermatologist tested, and it is actually clinically proven to be hypoallergenic.
We also use the Huggies natural wipes on top of everything. We'll put all the information down there in the description, but highly recommend it. And that was the best, most appropriate question, wasn't it? Yeah? Yeah.
Right? Advice from my hubby who wants kids but is scared. Were you scared?
I feel like I could answer that one. I was terrified. Before Remy, I used to always say I never wanted to hold a baby. That changed immediately having Shay as a friend, because I remember we were out to eat, he just goes, here, hold this. And it was, I think it was Brock. So I held Brock, and then Trav did it to me with Kinsley. I was incredibly awkward. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my own child. I can't even do this.
Yeah.
What's really cool, and you can tell your husband too, is once your baby, your child comes out, everything kicks in.
You
It's
just
so
figure it out.
natural.
And yeah, you just figure it
Took
out.
a while for me.
I mean,
I'm
I was
still awkward.
terrified. I was terrified. You do. You
It's
figure
totally
it
different
out.
for guys too, though.
Yeah, everyone says that, but it is so true. You do. You
It
figure
changes
it out and
instantly.
And I think it's like you get so encapsulated by the love that you have for this baby that that fear kind of diminishes. But I think there's always going to be a fear anyways, because that's part of being a parent.
Yep.
We had a short little pause because we had to have a wardrobe change. Miss Rim spit up all over herself.
When do you think she will start walking? Well,
Hopefully not too soon.
the answer is bouncing. She's already there.
What are you both most excited to do with little Remy as she gets older? Love you three. I think trips are gonna be.
Road trips.
Yeah, traveling is gonna be the one thing that I look forward to the most with her, because I just want to share all those experiences with her.
Just teaching things and learning from her. I think it's things that I'm just looking forward to as well. I think as much as we're gonna teach her, she's gonna teach us a lot about ourselves as well.
Patience. We've already taught Mama patience.
Yeah, patience is a.
And you've
number
also
one.
taught Mommy that it's okay to smell bad.
And you don't have to take showers every
And
single
Mommy
day.
doesn't need to take a shower every day.
How do you introduce the baby to the dogs and cats?
Well, we did it when we first brought her home from the hospital, and we had them, first we had them smell,
So talkative.
first we had them smell like her, I think it was like the blankets after she was born. We, like what she was born in, like basically those blankets were kind of brought home and introduced to the dogs. And then when we got home, we individually introduced the dogs to her, and we had them smell her feet, we had them smell her head, and then slowly we brought them all around her But I think that's
Is
kind
she
of how we
slowly
did
pecks
it.
them from
Yeah.
like the back and
Diesel
stuff like
loves
that?
her. What has been the best part of becoming parents? I like all of it.
I do too. Finding toys that you like.
I love watching her grow and learn new things. She's so talkative, guys. You're probably not gonna hear most of this, but
Yeah, she's just talking over it. You want to get it?
But I have to say that I love the developmental changes in Remy. That's like my favorite part about being a parent. It's just seeing her learn new things and then seeing her change is really cool.
The learning. I mean, now she's picking up things, which is insane to me. Yeah. You want to drop it and show? See, this is what I'm talking about. She starts picking it up herself and then trying to stand. Yep.
Good job, bud.
Good job. Oh, you dropped it again. Gotta pick it up.
At what age will you let Remy go to the shows? And will you be the dad by the pit keeping an eye?
Yeah, I will definitely be outside the pit.
But she's already going to shows, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, technically.
Not by yourself, though. Isn't it amazing realizing how much you can truly love someone? Having a child is a different love. I couldn't agree with you more.
I couldn't believe how much. I mean, I love Allie, I love her pups, but the love for her is like unconditional. She can do no wrong.
Well, it's crazy how you can meet someone for the first time and it's like this overpowering love that you have for them. And you don't even really know them. Delivered her and she was on my chest. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just love this
It's instant.
thing so much, and it is a really crazy feeling. What are the most pleasant surprises you've discovered about each other since becoming parents?
How strong Allie could be, like going away on tour. It's always hard, and then to go away on tour for 7 weeks with a baby, months old, and for her not to lose her mind.
I do lose my mind a few times.
Controlled loss.
But yeah.
I think that's one thing I have definitely learned about Allie, how strong she can be. And such a good mom.
I think one of
Good
the
mom.
most pleasant things that I've learned about Charles would have to be, he is really patient with her, and I love his patience with her. Like he lets her do this, clearly. He's not like getting overwhelmed by it, and he's embracing it, and I think that Charles has also learned a lot of patience. And I love seeing how patient he is with her and with just us in general. So, amazing.
All the things that, like her learning is just insane. Like, I just love it. It makes me so happy. Like, picking things up. Yep, you want to pick it up yourself? I'm sorry.
Here, let's switch. My turn with the baby.
Okay.
It's an alien. Rah, look at her. Rah.
Actually, that was a good question. It's like,
That's
how are
a
you
really-
doing with breastfeeding? That was a question on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know what? It was tough in the beginning. I had a hard time with it in the beginning, but it was all about Remy and I getting comfortable with each other. It's a natural thing for a baby, but I don't want to say it's completely natural for a mama. At first it was really hard, but now I've gotten the hang of it, and I really love this experience. It's such a cool experience that I wish every mom could do.
I love how all these questions are just so perfect for the situation right
But
now.
breastfeeding's going well.
What is their sleep routine, and how do you stick with it?
Yeah.
That's all we're gonna say
We're
on
still
that one.
getting one. We're still developing
We're still developing, and ha 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 ha. Allie, how was it to take care of beautiful Remy while Char was away on tour? It's hard for me to say Char. Was away on tour.
I would be lying to you if I said it wasn't hard at points, because there was times where like I hit a wall and I just like broke down and cried. I think I actually like shared that in one of the vlogs where it was just one day I just little things happened and I had to cry. I had family and friends who were there to help me too when I needed it. This didn't start happening till the very end of tour, which kind of made it a little hard, where she constantly wanted to be, entertained, held, and all that jazz. In the beginning, she was still she was moving, but she wasn't as on the move as she is now.
Remy is going to sleep right now. Allie is taking care of that, so I'm going to answer some questions. Who do you think Remy looks like? Allie says her. And
No,
I genuinely think definitely the eyes, the ears. Allie's got little
I
ears.
think she looks like you though.
I think the lips are me. Hopefully more Allie and less me.
I think that she looks like both of us, but right
Good
now,
mixture.
I see parts of me, but a lot I see you.
Yeah. Let's do the questions in the comments. Who do you think Remy looks more like? Or if you guys think it's like right down the center? There's our question. Did you take CPR classes? And that's very interesting because we are looking into that. That was one thing I was completely terrified about. We only have 3 more questions left, and these are ones that we think are really important. How are you, Allie? How is your body and mental health?
I am doing really well. I'm tired. I would be lying to you if I said I wasn't tired. My body bounced back pretty quick. I would be lying if I said that I don't think that my body looks better, because now I'm a little bit curvier, and I think that it's a little more fitting for me.
You look beautiful.
Thank you very much. Mental state, I'm okay. I mean, there are times where I feel like I'm losing my mind because I'm so exhausted and everything piles up on top of each other, but all in all, I think I'm doing pretty good.
How has Remy changed our relationship? I don't think it necessarily has changed it.
I think it has a little bit, because I think when you have a baby, it does it can be hard on a relationship, because, you know, it's not just about you two anymore. And like, if we have a disagreement and we want to walk away, we can. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, if we have a disagreement, we really can't. You know, we have a baby. And I think that if anything, it's made our relationship go through some challenges already, but nothing that we haven't been able to get through. So like, I think that it's just, we've learned a lot in our relationship since we've had Remy. We've learned 100%. Stuff about each other. We've learned stuff about Remy and how we deal with certain things. It's interesting. It's not been a bad thing in the least. If anything, I think that it's, you know, everyone says the cliche thing, it's made our relationship stronger, but I think that it has brought a new level to our relationship.
This last question though, and I think we wanted to save this because first, congratulations, she has a baby due in 2020 in April.
That's awesome.
So she said, what best advice for a new parent? We're still learning. So I would say best advice.
I have quite a few different things.
Okay, you probably have more than me.
This is actually some of the best advice that I got. This is truly some of the best advice that I ever got, which was, you need to remind yourself that you are human. Sometimes babies are gonna cry, and you're not gonna necessarily be able to console them because they might be crying for no reason whatsoever. That was a hard thing for me, because I can remember in the beginning when Remy, I remember, had a hysterical breakdown for like a solid hour, and I just felt horrible.
You didn't know what to do.
Yeah, and I felt horrible about it, and I was like, what have I done? I'm a terrible mom. What am I not doing for her that she needs? I actually called the lactation specialist at the hospital, and she's like, listen, she might just be crying. She might just be crying.
And for a new mom, that's the hardest thing, because you want to console her.
Don't be so hard on yourself. This is a learning experience. Nobody knows how to do this, even if they've been parents for 15 years. Like, things are always new. You're always learning something new. Babies do things that just confuse.
And it's different for each parent, I think, too.
It is different. So try not to be so hard on yourself. Give yourself a break.
So for the guys,
your house is gonna be dirty. Deal
for
with
the guys, there are books, and they don't apply. I've read so many, and they necessarily do not apply to Remy right now, or us.
Yeah.
So you can read all you want, but once you get thrown into the gauntlet, you'll figure it out. Don't worry, don't stress. You will figure it out. Babies are smart, you're smart, natural instinct will kick in. So on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope we got to answer a lot of your questions, because I feel like we did. Yeah,
there was a lot of good ones that we didn't get to, but thank you for asking them anyways.
Yeah, and I hope you guys, this is the last question and answer for the decade. It's definitely for the year. But
so we really hope you liked it.
It's crazy to think about. This is how we're going out on 2019. 2019, right? That's crazy.
2020.
I just want to say thank you once again to Huggy Special Delivery for sponsoring today's video. Again, all the information is in the description below, so go check it out.
Parents out there, check them out. They're pretty awesome. Thank you guys again for watching. If you are brand new, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Thumbs it up.
Yeah, please do. Have a good night, guys, or afternoon, or morning.
Whatever it is. All right, guys, we love you. We'll see you later.
All right, bye.
Bye.